Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome live here on the WHS Network here on YouTube.com. I'm Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here is my cameraman, Jordan Redbeard McCoy. Here this evening from Delta High School here in Muncie, Indiana. We have your 0-0 Wapahani Lady Raiders taking on 0-0 Delta Lady Eagles here tonight. We appreciate y'all for joining us here for this season opener of the 2020 campaign, as we'll begin things here with our Raiders Live pregame show presented by FC Tucker, Muncie Realtors, Ted Cook, and Joanne Davis. So obviously, with the times being the way they are nowadays, in the time that we live in, obviously, limited fans in the stands. Everybody's got to wear a mask. A different setting. The way that some of the game is played is a little bit different with some of the rules and guidelines. But still, at the end of the day, this is still the same game. You got to keep it between the lines. Both teams going to go at it hardcore, and it's going to be a great night of some high school volleyball live right here on the WHS Network. So, as we take a look at things here, both teams had a really successful year last year. Wapahani more so than Delta. I think Delta ended up finishing the year at 13-14 under first-year coach at that time, Whitney Stewart, which is now Whitney Powell. She got married within the last year, so congratulations there to her. But she's under her second year out here at Delta. First, before that she was at Cowan for a few years. So, she's starting to build her own program now as far as what she's wanting to do and getting these girls to buy in. So this is going to be a little bit of a revamped team. You have no Molly Hunt on this Delta team anymore that the Eagles can rely on. But I know from reading the article just the other day there from the Star Press, they're really kind of looking forward to the challenge because it gives them a little bit more depth. They're having some depth in some areas and gives them a little bit more stability to look at throughout their whole entire roster. You look at Wapahani, we went to the state championship last year, got runner-up, a lot to be proud of from a team that finished the year 31-6. And, head coach Katie Weir, again, coming in now to her second season, has some better knowledge and a little bit more of a grip on things, I'm sure, than what she did this time last year. But she knows the game. She has a coaching staff that knows the game very well. They've played it. They've experienced it. They have 1 year underneath their belt now, and they pretty much have the same team as what they had last year coming back this year, minus a couple key players. There's no more Emma Shuck, there's no more Olivia Smith, and there's no more Allison Stewart. So you're without a outside hitter that started sometimes and played in a backup role. Then you're starting setter and you're starting libero. And so, that's what you have to replace, and those are some big shoes to fill. But I believe with the team, the way that they're kind of set up, I think they're set up to be very successful this year and get another, a good run again this year at hopefully a state championship. Lord willing, we're able to get that far, and hopefully the season will continue to progress nicely. Everybody can stay healthy and stay safe. But this is going to be an exciting team to watch, not only this year, but for many more years to come. But now the Raiders are going to lean heavily on lone senior Mallory Summers, continue that senior leadership. And I think, Coach Weir, along with the coaching staff, is looking for our sophomore group, that's obviously made a nice name for themselves, looking for them to step up as well and have a more of a leadership role as well. And so, you're going to see a lot of really nice things from this team, and hopefully throughout the season here, we can continue to build not only as a team, but, continue to play the way, in some ways like we did last year, being able to bring that intensity. But, this is a different team, a new year, and, so there's going to be some things that are going to be different. But like I said, a lot of the faces and a lot of the talent level and skill level will still be the same. And hopefully we can start off on the right foot here tonight. Now, when we look at, like I said, some key players returning to the team to really watch for here, you're going to have the likes of Reese Baker, a huge back row player for us last year. she's going to play an extremely key role this year, and hopefully she's going to be a big-time factor in dictating how successful we are throughout the season here. But we have her as well as Emily Stewart, junior, coming back this year. She played very well last year, looking to continue that this year in her junior season. Chloe Cook had a great freshman year, a big-time hitter, outside hitters, really came in and had a great year last year. Finished the season with 326 kills, which was second on the team only to Mallory Summers, which again, returning for her senior campaign, had 467 kills last year. Also had the third best serving as far as aces go, had 39, right behind Emily Stewart and Reese Baker. Reese Baker had 76. Then you're going to have a brand new setter again this year, Macy Bowden. Played some last year when Allison was hurt, and we've seen some really nice things there from Macy. And, she's very familiar with this group. She's grown up with a lot of them, has played the game with a lot of them, for years upon years. And I think that's really going to be a really nice connection between her and all the hitters out here. Also, Cameron Wise, another middle right there that's going to be another key this season. Played a key role last year, in the starting lineup. Look for her to have another great season this year. And then also Cadence Brewer, a young lady that got hurt. I don't know, it was probably like midway or the latter part of the season last year. We was looking to, see some really nice big things for her. Was able to provide some height. Really did some nice things up there on the net, and unfortunately went down with an injury and really couldn't get back. So hopefully she's back stronger than ever, and will have a great year here for herself, and these ladies just in general can have a great year. Then you have Gracie Stanley, Ashton Zitgraf, Briley Felton. Some faces that, got some playing time. Gracie got a little playing time. Ashton did, I believe, a couple of different times. Briley Felton, you're going to see some faces that, might not have got a whole lot of playing time, but they're on there. They're going to play key roles. And I'm excited. I really am. I'm excited to see this team grow into their own this year and have a great season for themselves. And with the coaching staff that we have, there should be a lot of excitement. There's a reason to have that excitement and that energy that you feel coming out to a ball game each and every night. So we're ready to get things going. Like I said, this is year 10 for us, and we're happy to be back. It's been 5.5 months. Broadcasted the junior varsity game, kind of knocked the cobwebs off a little bit. Hopefully it was good. But we're excited to be back, and we hope you are as well, folks. So we'll step aside here for a break. Again, this has been our Raiders Live pregame show, presented by FC Tucker, Muncie Realtors, Ted Cook, and Joanne Davis. Don't go anywhere. We've got rosters and lineups coming up right after this on the WHS Network.
We know the right way to get you where you need to go. We'll be the wheels underneath you, out on the road. We're driven to give you the best service. We're driven cause we know you deserve it. Stoops, we're driven to be the best. Stoops, we're driven to be the best.
All righty, folks, we're back live here on the WHS Network here on YouTube.com as we take a look at tonight's rosters. First and foremost here for your visiting Wapahani Raiders. Start off here with number 2, Reese Baker, number 3, Emily Stewart, number 4, Gracie Stanley, Number 5, Briley Felton. Number 6, Ashton Zitgraff. Number 7, Chloe Cook. Number 8, McKenna Goodwin. Number 9, Mallory Summers. Number 10, Layla Lee. Number 11, Macy Bowden. Number 12, Cameron Wise. Number 13, Lauren Luce. And number 16, Cadence Brewer. Again, your Raiders coached by Katie Weir in her second year under as the head coach here at Wapahani High School. And then, of course, her assistant coach is Paige Williamson, Lindy Davis, Madison Mangus, and Caitlin Riddle. So, again, that's your Wapahani Raiders. Now we'll take a look here at the Delta Lady Eagles now. So their roster is as such. Number 1, Maggie Manor. Number 2, Molly Tuttle. Number 3, Tynan Dishman. Number 4, Gracie Gibson. Number 5, Ellie Summers. Number 6, Braylon Fleck. Number 7, Ainsley Grismore. Number 8, Bella Daringer. Number 9, Maddie Smith. Number 10, Kendra Kiesling. Number 11, Michaela Rogers. Number 12, Lainey Hardman. And number 13, Kaylin Logan. Again, the Delta Eagles are coached by Whitney Powell and assisted by Jeff Klein. So again, that's tonight's rosters. Again, for tonight's game between the Wapahani Raiders and the Delta Eagles. We'll step aside here for a break. We got the national anthem coming up here in just a moment. And then following that, we'll have tonight's game again right here live on the WHS Network. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back live here on the WHS Network as we open up this 2020 season there with, again, Wapahani setting things off there with Reese Baker just a moment ago. And Delta will take hold of the first point of the night with a quick 1-0 lead here after the Raiders hit it out of bounds. Again, we'll have Bella Daringer back to serve here, returning player, key player here for Delta. 87 kills last year, 31 serving aces, also 188 digs, 588 assists. So she's going to be big in the success of this Delta Eagle volleyball team this season, as she has the last 3 years. So on the attack there, Mallory Summers doing her thing as usual. So great to see her get started early here with this one, as we'll see number 4, Gracie Stanley, back to serve here for Wapahani. Dug out by number 2, Tuttle. But across, there's Baker, now on the Summers again. Dug out that time, there's Dishman. And miscommunication, a little mistiming there by Delta will give the Raiders another point here, now 2-1 lead. Nice serve there from Gracie. Daringer there with a setup, and number 7, that is Ainsley Grismore on the attack. She had a real nice season last year, second in kills on the team with 129 of them. Handled there by Summers, kept alive there by Bowden. Now we'll see Daringer set it on up and hit out of bounds by number 10, Kiesling. I guess this just in here. Boys soccer team lost 2-1 tonight, so tonight was their first game. We'll try to watch the live feed there. I'm going to let Redbeard kind of handle that there a little bit, as the Raiders will serve that one back out of bounds. But we appreciate everyone watching us here tonight, again from Delta High School, and what is the season opener of the 2020 year. And it's been a doozy of a year so far, but hopefully we can bring you a little bit of excitement and some entertainment within the next hour and a half or two. So 4-3 Raiders. Now we'll see Cameron Wise back to serve. Also Chloe Cook and Layla Lee now into the fold of things, which, if you remember correctly, Layla did not play last year, but she played her freshman year. And it's great to see her back on the floor again. I think she can definitely add something to this team, and I'm excited to see what she can do. So it's great to have her back here on the good side here from the Raider volleyball standpoint, as Grismore back on the attack again. Nice dig there from Stanley. Set up this time, number 6 Fleck on the attack, and that's going to be hit out of bounds. So it's 6-3 Wapahani. Good start here for the Raiders. And we'll see Wise back to serve again. We hope that the camera view's all right for you all. It's the best thing we could possibly do. As number 4, Gracie Gibson, hits that one into the net, and now the Raiders take a 4-point lead. Grismore there on the attack. There's Bowden now. Summers with a setup there to Cook. Really not much to do right there. He set up close to the net. Cook really couldn't get anything on that. Tried to get that one over the net, but nonetheless, 7-4 here. We'll see a substitution now in the ball game. Number 5, Ellie Summers, in here for the Eagles, and will drop back to serve. If you are watching tonight's ball game, hey, just leave a comment there in the chat of the ball game here tonight, and we'll try to send a shout out to you. But again, thanks for watching tonight's ball game. Here's the Raiders lead it now 8-4, and subbing in here will be number 5 Briley Felton, seeing her first action of the season. Bowden back to serve, handled there by Tuttle. Set up that time by actually set up the Fleck, but was able to get the kill right there off the deflection, out of bounds off of Wapahani. So Dishman back in and back to serve, with Wapahani leading at 8-5. Set to Felton. Right there was Baker on the backside. Now Cook on the attack as that one sails out of bounds. Now 8-6 affair here in set number 1 of the evening. Baker there along the sideline, able to get to that one. Summers punches it over. Set up there, number 9. Smith was on the attack. Nice save. Now Summers tried to get that top spin to get that one to dive down, but unfortunately it didn't in time. Another hit out of bounds, and a couple hitting errors here in this first set to start off, but again, you're just kind of knocking some of the cobwebs off here a little bit as they serve that one along the sidelines over there, sneak that one in bounds, as this game is now tied at 8. Again, I hope that everybody's not having too much trouble hearing me with this mask mandate and everything. It makes it a little bit harder, and I'm sorry if it sounds a little muffled at times, or the whole time for that matter. As block right there by Daringer will give the Eagles a lead. But like I said, I guess everybody's just going to have to get used to it. I'm going to have to get used to it, and all of you out there listening will just have to get used to it, unfortunately, with the virus and everything. We got to make sure and stay safe and be smart about things. Bowden with a setup to Cook, and there we are, finding her way through right there as Cook gets one to land in the back corner, and we'll tie it up here at 9. Emily Stewart back into the fold here for Cook. Also, let's see, Emily Stewart back to serve. Dishman, or no, that was not Dishman with the dig. That was actually Summers. Ellie Summers is number 4. Gibson collects the kill, and tell you what, Delta's looking pretty good here so far. Got to give them a lot of credit. They're coming out here, obviously on their home court. They want to start out the right way. Wapahani coming in, by the way, number 2 in Class 2A in the preseason polls. That was released this past weekend. Just a number, but it's nice to be recognized, no question about that. Felton on the attack, finds that back row as Tuttle gets to it. Stewart now on to Lee. Nice job right there. Emily Stewart gets there in time. Summers back on the attack. Tries to find that back corner again, but nobody there, and that's going to be hit out of bounds by number 9, Maddie Smith. All right, so Blake Castor wanted to send a shout out to Redbeard, say hello to him, so he read your comment, and he says hello back to you there, Blake. So deflected out of bounds there now as Delta again retakes the lead 11-10. And now number 7, Ainsley Grismore, back in here for the Eagles. And serving will be number 8, Bella Daringer. Nice serve right there from that young lady. Bound with a setup there to Wise, and 4-hit call on the Raiders. Wise unable to get it over the net. Not a bad idea, just got to put a little bit more on it, a little bit more waft. Nice dig right there and set up to Summers. So Summers bringing it right there now, 12-11 after the kill from Mallory. Gracie Stanley back in here for Felton. And Gracie will be back to serve. Dishman on there is number 10. Kiesling mistimed it. Worked out well there for Wapahani. Zay was able to record the block and then tie things right back up here at 12 and hopefully take the lead right here, right now. Mishandled there that time by Maddie Smith. An ace there for Stanley. And the Raiders now retake the lead 13-12. Hopefully we can start to get things going a little bit here. Start maybe going on a little bit of a roll. Rattle off, 5 or 6 points in a row, or if we want to go further than that, we can. But unfortunately, we're not going to get things going that time, as they was able to find an open hole there in the defense there along the side. Good hustle there by Stanley, just couldn't get to it. So we will see number 6, Fleck, back in here, and now serving to be number 9, Maddie Smith for Delta. Handled there by Smith, and no communication whatsoever there. Stanley didn't get there in time. So 14-13 Eagles. Nice job there, Stewart right there to save things, and Wise thought to have had that one in bounds, but just went out, and just tough to kind of get things rolling here. It's been kind of hit and miss sometimes, and that will cause head coach Katie Weir to take a timeout here for your Raiders. So we'll go ahead and take a timeout here with them, but folks, don't go anywhere. We got more action coming your way. 15-13 Delta, set number 1 here from Delta High School. We'll be back right after this break. Alrighty, folks, welcome back live here on the WHS Network. Again, I'm Brandon Morvillius, and alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy here from Delta High School here in Muncie, Indiana. Again, set number 1 coming your way as Delta leads things here by 2, 15-13. But hopefully the Raiders can get the train back on the track here a little bit. As Delta, I'll tell you what, like I said, they're playing some good volleyball here so far. They kind of have a revamped roster this year. A lot of familiar faces, obviously, but now you're starting to see a little bit more. I talked about it in our pregame. A little bit more depth, and kudos to them. It's great for them. But Wapahani's got to figure some things out here, because right now the Eagles, doing what they're supposed to do, and what you're told to do in a game of volleyball is hit it where the opposition is not. And right now it's working out pretty well for them. And served into the net there, as the Raiders will very nicely take that point after the serving error from number 9, Maddie Smith. And now we'll see Cook back in for Wapahani, and now Mallory Summers back to serve. Handled there by Fleck, and tipped right back down. There's Cameron Wise. Beautifully done, and now back to a 2-point lead. Again with Summers back to serve. There's Fleck, now Daringer set it on up. There's Baker with the layout, and Summers back on the attack, dug by Tuttle. Fleck on the attack again, blocked, but out of bounds. So back to a 3-point lead for Delta. A little more than, well more than halfway into this set. Getting towards the end here. And Wise bringing some thunder with that one. Back to a 2-point ball game after the kill from Cameron Wise. We'll see Layla Lee back in, and Wise will drop back to serve. Fleck handles it there, now set on the Grismore and out of bounds. And now down to 1. Fine serve there from Wise, set up and mistimed right there, and a little lack of communication as well. Set to Cook, and she was bringing it there. A kill for Chloe Cook. She cooked that one up nice to tie things up at 18. And that will be an ace now for Wise. That's off the hands of Braylon Fleck, and that will now cause Delta to take a timeout. And we'll go ahead and stick right here with you during the timeout. I don't think we've had any more people chat on our ball game here tonight. But again, if you want to say something, go ahead and if you want to shout out or something, we can more than do that. And hopefully, like I said, hopefully all of you are enjoying tonight's ball game. We got a close one so far. Highly competitive. Didn't expect anything less, that's for sure. 19-18 ball game right now with Wapahani back up top. They had a little stretch right there where obviously we were not playing very well. But timeout looked like it worked for us. Whatever head coach Katie Weir had to say to these girls obviously clicked in their minds, and they've started to get the train back on the track, and hopefully they can keep it rolling from here. But still got a good ways to go. So it's great to have an established lead. As we'll see Cameron Wise again back here to serve, coming out of the timeout. And another ace. Mishandled that time by Maddie Smith. And a net violation called on Wapahani. 20-19 now. We'll see number 5, Ellie Summers, get back to action for Delta and drop back to serve. Handled there by Baker. Now Summers on to Cook. And out of bounds. Another close one. And hey, we see your comment there, Gavin Noble, and I'm sure Redbeard will probably get a hold of you at some point. Nice job there by Belton, just to get a hand on it to give themselves a chance. Summers there, Tuttle digs it out. Fleck to the back row, out of bounds, and the Raiders retake that lead now 21-20. As Briley Felton will re-enter the ball game here for Gracie Stanley. And now Macy Bowden will be back to serve. Set to Smith, and Baker unable to get there. Nice hustle, but just unable to get there. So back to 21, tied up here. Tynan Dishman in the ball game and back to serve for the Eagles. Baker to Bowden to Felton. Blocked but kept alive, and now Summers will just tip it over. And hit out of bounds that time by Gracie Gibson of Delta. So back and forth we go. Emily Stewart subs back in for the Raiders. That was for Chloe Cook, and she's now serving. The Raiders still got 3 points to get here, as that one sails well out of bounds off of the hand there of Gibson. Now the Raiders are back here with a 2-point lead. And we'll have another timeout taken here by the Eagles, and we'll take a timeout of our own here on the WHS Network. First set action here from Delta High School. Raiders 23, Eagles 21. We'll step aside and we'll be back with more live here on the WHS Network. All right, folks, welcome back again following the timeout of Delta. Again, it's Wapahani 23, Delta 21. Now make it 24-21 after the ace there from Emily Stewart. So this will be set point here for your Raiders. This will be a big opening set win right here. Get off to a good start. Bug out there, set up to Smith, and just over the head and down in bounds there of Macy Belden. So now 24-22 with number 2 Molly Tuttle back to serve. And that's going to be a serving error, and that's going to end this first set as Wapahani takes set number 1 of the evening here on the WHS Network, 25-22. Folks, again, don't go anywhere. Just on the other side of the break here, again, we'll have set number 2 of action live here on the WHS Network and much more. So we'll step aside here for a break, and we'll be back right after this.
We know the right way to get you where you need to go. We'll be the wheels underneath you, out on the road. We're driven to give you the best service. We're driven cause we know you deserve it. Stoops, we're driven to be the best. Stoops, we're driven to be the best.
All right, folks, welcome back live here on the WHS Network on YouTube.com. Again, I'm Brandon Morvillius, and alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. Set number 1 there in the books. Wapahani takes things there 25-22, and was a very good first set. You know, really, Eagles had us on our heels, so to speak. Was struggling there for a while, and then Coach Weir called timeout. I think it was... maybe like around 13, 18, 14, somewhere on in there. And like I said, whatever she said, it really worked out, because really from there on out, we hit the ground running, played a lot better towards the end of that towards the end of the first set, rather. And it's good to see us, get the first set underneath our belt, and hopefully continue to progress from here, and hopefully come out here in the second set and play even better. So they're still going through the lineups to begin this set. We would again like to thank everyone for watching us here tonight. Again, with everything newer and allowing so many fans to come to the ball games, we're even more proud to be able to bring this game to all of you out there that are unable to attend. But we hope you're staying safe and staying healthy, and that's the most important thing. And we appreciate you all for watching. So we'll have Daringer back to serve here for the Eagles to begin set number 2 of the evening. At least here in, I guess, just a moment. I thought they had already done Wapahani's, so now they've got that finished. And now we're ready to go. So Felton and Stewart kind of mistimed things there. Again, tons of topspin, and was able to get that one to fall in bounds here for an ace for Derringer. So now we'll have a 1-0 lead here for the Eagles to begin set number 2 of the evening. Nice job there by Stewart. Now Baker on the Summers. Walked right back down. Now here comes Smith on the attack and sends that one out of bounds. Yeah, started out real well right there. Nice job there by Smith, understanding where she was on the floor. Got a good pass up right there off the serve reception. Something easy that Baker's able to handle. And tell you what, speaking of good things, Cameron Wise with the good old-fashioned stuffing of, I believe that was Smith on the attack. But whoever it was, Wise sent it right back down to her. So well done there. 2-1 Raider lead. And another block by Wise to make it 3-1. So again, Reese Baker back here to serve. 3-1 Raider lead here in set number 2 of the night. Wapahani already here with a 1-0 lead. And the season opener of the 2020 year. So now subbing in here for the Eagles, number 6, Braylon Fleck. Bowden there with a set up to Wise. Now Derringer sets it to Grismore. Felton on the attack that time and lands in there for her first kill of the evening. 4-2 now. We'll see Gracie Stanley back into the fold for Wapahani. Dug out there by Fleck, now set up there to Smith. Nice hustle from Bowden. Now Summers on the attack there, hits it into the net. So a very unfortunate error there by the Raiders. Will now dwindle that lead now back down to 1. And we'll see number 10, Kendra Kiesling, back to serve. There's Baker to Bowden, now on to Summers. Real nice setup. And that will land in there as Mallory Summers collects a kill. Again, there are times where we're having some internet issues out here, so some of the video might sometime glitch on. It might be on just on our feed. That might not be affecting you guys. I'm not sure. But internet's kind of been messing up here and there, so that's why sometimes the video might freeze up or whatever the case might be at times. So 5-4 now as number 5, Ellie Summers, returns to action for Delta. She'll be back to serve now with a 1-point deficit. There's Stanley to Bowden. Now to Wise. Kept alive. Nicely done there by the Eagles. Smith will get it back across, a little free ball. And Wise back on the attack again. That's going to be off the hands of Ellie Summers. So a kill for Wise, 6-4 Wapahani. In comes Layla Lee, and back to the serving line will be Cameron Wise. Set up to Smith. There's Stanley. Bowden sets it right over the net. A little trickery right there. Caught him off guard. Beautifully done there by Macy. Nice serve there from Wise, putting some service pressure on him. There's a little hitting miscue there on behalf of the Eagles. allow the Raiders now to take a 4-point lead here in set number 2. Again, if you are just now joining us, Wapahani took set number 1 of the evening, 25-22. So they currently own a 1-0 lead. And now we'll have number 13, Kaylin Logan, now in here for Delta, seeing her first action of the ball game. Mishandled there, and another ace for Wise. So the Raiders are starting to pick it up a notch here. That's 5 consecutive points put together. Delta will take another timeout, 10-4 Raiders. Again, just here on the other side, we'll be back here with set number 2, so don't go anywhere, folks. Live here on the WHS Network. All right, so folks, back out of the timeout here as both teams head back out onto the floor. Again, got some other people commenting there. We have Daxton Dudley joining us tonight, Carter King also, and Jackson King. So, fellas, we appreciate you for joining us here tonight. Set up here now to Fleck. Dug there by Summers. Bowden now to Lee. And that's going to be off the top of the net and out of bounds. So 10-5 after the miscue there, as we'll see now number 3, Tynan Dishman, and number 9, Maddie Smith, subbing in here for the Eagles, and Dishman will be back to serve. Nice job right there. Cook keeps it alive, set right back to her, and falls in there for a Raider point. It's one thing, we haven't seen too much of Chloe Cook tonight so far. Alden. We got Alden Mahaffey in the house tonight. Thanks for watching us here on the WHS Network. Looking forward to seeing him playing some soccer this year. Handled there by Bowden. Now Baker on to Cook. Bringing some heat right there. Nice dig there from Tuttle. Bowden now to Felton. Spreading the wealth and finds some open real estate. Now 12-5. That's one thing I really love about this team. I mean, numerous hitters. We have such depth right there. It doesn't matter who you got in there. You got the confidence that any one of them can get the job done. Baker now sends it on to Felton again. There's Tuttle stretching out for one. Smith will get it back across. Well, free action. Let's see if the Raiders can use it. Well, probably not the idea they had there. Now Smith back on the attack. Deflected up in the air. Bowden on to Cook. Sets up for it and lands in. Another kill for Chloe Cook. But she keeps on cooking here within these last couple points. 13-5 Wapahani. So the Eagles get back on the board right there now, 13-6. We'll see number 2, Molly Tuttle, now back to serve here for the Eagles. You know, you're starting to see Wapahani start to get the legs underneath them here a little bit, start to see some confidence in their eyes, and hopefully keep up the pace at the run right here, which is very good. We played a solid second set. As that one's deflected in there, point there for the Eagles. So back at it here now, only up by 6 points. Now 13-7 ball game here in set number 2. I'm going to send a shout out there to Luke Willman. Appreciate you watching us, buddy. Hope you're doing well as your family. So thanks for watching here tonight. 14-7. Walker Cook, appreciate the comment there, man. It's good to be back again. So I appreciate you leaving a nice comment there. Yeah, I'm just trying to do some things different. I know with like I said, with the times that we're living in, not everybody can be here. So we're going to try to interact more with the people watching us on YouTube. Try to send you some shout outs. Just to, allow you to be a part of our game, allow you to be a part of our broadcast and everything else that goes along with it. So, like I said, it's a little bit different, but we're happy to do it, and we sure do appreciate everyone gathering around your computer or phones or TVs or whatever you're watching us on. 16-7, the Raiders continuing to build that lead a little bit further now. Emily Stewart back here to serve again. Set over the net. Nice job there by Summers. Real quick reaction time right there. And another kill for Mallory. 17-7. And things are starting to fall apart here for the Eagles. As head coach Whitney Powell just trying to find some answers here. Subbing some other players in. We have Grismore back in. And again, this is a solid team. This second set obviously isn't any indication of the way they played in the first set, but Wapahani, I think, they're starting to get some things together here. Obviously starting to play a little bit better ball. And so you're starting to see what the Raiders are capable of here as well. Tuttle there with a dig, set up that time there to Kiesling, and that will fall in just inside the line. Great hustle there from Reese Baker. Nearly got to it. So we'll see Daringer back to serve. Wapahani 17, Delta 8 here in set number 2, live here on the WHS Network. Again, what is the season opener of the 2020 season. And I will have a net violation called on Delta. Not sure who it's called on. Might have been, I think it might have been number 9, Maddie Smith is the number that they gave. Nonetheless, Reese Baker back to serve. Dug out now. Daringer here with a set up to Smith. Baker lays out for the dig. There's Bowden over to Summers. Yes! Oh, heck yes! And it's 19-8 Wapahani. It's like a muffled yell, if you will, this season via the face mask. Setting up there to Kiesling again and hit out of bounds, no tip. Heck, I thought about, since we have to wear this face mask and everything, might just go ahead and get me a football helmet and the whole bit here. Big thanks there to J.R. Moore watching us here tonight. Also, Julie Nelson, great teacher out there at Wapahani High School watching us. Appreciate you for joining us tonight. Also, Anthony Zickgraf listening from Columbia City. Thanks for watching us here tonight. There's Felton. Now Bowden sets it up nicely for Summers. Dishman sticks the arm out there, gets something on it, and punched out of bounds by Kiesling. And the Raiders in command here as we are 3 points away from taking set number 2. As Delta will take a timeout, and again, we'll go ahead and stick right here with you during the timeout. As we would like to thank some more of our sponsors here this evening. We'd like to thank Kenshaw Properties, owned by Kendra and Shane Franks. Kenshaw Properties is a Muncie-based company that offers Muncie area rental homes. For more information, check out their website at kinshawproperties.com. And you can also contact them at 765-356-1340. So greatly appreciate them for their sponsorship. Also like to thank Liberty Prairie Alumni Association, along with President Richard Morse. Liberty Prairie Alumni Association serves as the Wapahani Center and Selma High School alumni. Make sure to visit their online website at www.libertyprairiealumni.com to get information on any events and to purchase any Wapahani-related items on their web store. And also to purchase an engraved brick for the Alumni Brick Walkway at Wapahani, you can simply fill out a form, which is on the homepage of the alumni website. So appreciate both of those sponsors. We can't do what we do without them, so greatly appreciated. So back to volleyball here. Wapahani in command here by 14 with a 22-8 lead here in set number 2. Again, they already own a 1-0 lead. Tuttle, there is a little bit of a miscommunication between Tuttle and that was Tynan Dishman as well right there. That cost him a point. 23-8, again, still Reese Baker back to serve here for Wapahani.
To exit within a few minutes after the match under the guidelines.
Felton there was on the attack. Now Tuttle sets it there to Grismore and inbounds, finding that back line. So Braylon Fleck returns to action here for the Eagles. We'll see number 9, Maddie Smith, back to serve. Summers there receiving the serve, set right back to her and bringing it right there. A thing of beauty there by Mallory Summers. That ball absolutely tattooed on the floor right there. Now makes it 24-9. Set point here for Wapahani. Gracie Stanley back to serve. There's Tuttle. Set on here to Grismore and blocked by Wise, and the Raiders will take set number 2, 25-9, and now own a 2-0 lead. So a great start here for the Raiders. First set a little shaky. Second set came out with a ball of fury. And great start here, up 2-0 here over the Delta Eagles on the road. So, folks, again, we'll go ahead and step aside for a timeout here. But, again, we'll have third set action coming up live here on the WHS Network. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back right after this brief message. Welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, again live here on the WHS Network as we are about set to go here with set number 3 of the evening. I'd like to send a shout out there to Mrs. Cook, a wonderful teacher at Wapahani High School, watching us here tonight. We appreciate you for joining us here tonight, and appreciate all you do as well, especially nowadays. Teachers are even more important than what they already are, and they was already pretty important to begin with. So thank you for all you do, and thanks for watching us here tonight. So the Raiders get off to a good start here after the ace from Reese Baker. Tell you what, Reese had a lot of those last year, led the team in serving aces with 76 of them. Dug out there, and now blocked that time by Wise. Set over the net. Here we go. Belden set it up to Felton and into the net. Nice build-up, just unfortunately couldn't get it over. So 1-1 ball game here with Bella Daringer back to serve. Nice job right there, Smith. Pardon me, not Smith. That was, I believe, Stewart, actually. She got there, just unfortunately really didn't give Bowden much of a pass to work with. I want to thank Nathan Brozier for watching us here tonight. We appreciate you for watching us, and hopefully you're able to enjoy tonight's ball game. Dug out there now again. Wapahani with a 3-1 lead. Now make it 4-1 after another miscue there by the Eagles. Well, actually, pardon me there. I got the had things incorrect there, so pardon me on that one. Now 3-2 Delta. Now make it 4-2 after that one. So we'll have number 9 Maddie Smith back to serve. Again, this Delta team, obviously you can never take any team lightly, but this is always a team that keeps fighting. They're not ever been, they've never been a program that, if they get down, they just give up. They keep fighting, and I'm sure that they're going to keep giving it their all throughout the rest of this matchup here, and try to get back into things and give them, something to go off of and to build off of. Especially playing on their home court, you want to put a good showing together. I'll tell you what, like I said, that first set they had us on the ropes, and luckily the Raiders were able to figure some things out towards the end there. Was able to give us a win, but Summers will serve it out of bounds there to give the Eagles now a 6-3 lead. But this Eagles team is, like I said, well coached. They have a nice group of young ladies here, and I know for a fact that they're going to keep putting up a fight here against the Raiders. Whether you're up 2 sets or down 2 sets, they stay pretty even keel when it comes to overall mindset. So if you're Wapahani, you just got to keep the foot on the gas here, so to speak. So we'll see Chloe Cook and Layla Lee back in here. Also Cameron Wise back to serve. He dug out there by Smith, set up there to Gibson. That will land in there for a kill off the hands there of Gracie Stanley. 7-4 now, Delta on top here in set number 3 of the evening. Then our next broadcast will be coming up next Tuesday night as we are at home for the home opener against Blue River. Big conference game right there to open up the conference season. So a net violation on Delta will allow Wapahani to get within 2 here. Macy Bowden back to serve. Dug out by Smith. Set up. And tipped right into the net was number 4, Gracie Gibson. Looked like she might have hurt her ankle there for a moment, so it looks like she's okay. She might have stepped wrong. Smith there with a handling of the serve reception and hits the antenna there by Fleck. And this game now tied at 7. And served out of bounds. Great court vision there by Reese Baker, recognizing where she was on the floor. Understood there that was sailing out of bounds. So job well done right there to tie things up here at 8. We have Emily Stewart now back in and back to serve. Still got a long way to go here in this one. Never know what can happen. Smith on the attack. Nice job getting the hands up in the air there by Summers. Smith back at it again. There's Summers on the side. Bowden back to Summers. Tips it over and will land in there. Great job right there. About the only play that she had. You had the blockers coming up. And so that was a great idea just to tip it over their hands and work from there. See what could happen. Gibson on the attack and nearly had Stewart wearing that one. Got her hands up just in time, but nothing to show for there. Now tied back up at 9. Molly Tuttle back to serve. Baker to Bowden, now on to Summers, bringing some heat onto that one. Now 10-9 Wapahani. Baker now back to serve for the Raiders. Handled there by Dishman. Set on to Smith. Stewart to Bowden. Now on to Summers again. Another soft touch over the net. Worked out nicely there. As Summers continues to keep the defense here of Delta a little off balance. Last couple of shots here. And that will be an ace for Baker. Off the hands there of Ellie Summers of Delta. 12-9 lead here for Wapahani. Third set action. Again here from Delta High School in Muncie, Indiana. And we sure do appreciate the hospitality there of Delta and all their administrators for allowing us to be here this evening. Greatly appreciate them. And Cameron Wise with another block. I believe that's got to be her 4th or 5th here on the night. As that will force Delta to take a timeout. 13-9 lead Wapahani will step aside here for a timeout. As we'll be back here with more live here on the WHS Network. All right, folks, welcome back here following the timeout. I'd like to send a couple more shout-outs here. We have Blake Frazee watching us here tonight, as well as Wapahani alum and fantastic volleyball player Olivia Smith. Appreciate you for watching us. And also Sandy Clark. Thanks for watching us here tonight, watching Raider volleyball, and so far so good here for your Raiders. A 13-9 lead here in set number 3, and they currently own a 2-0 lead. So we'll see if the Raiders can keep the train moving. Set up there to Kiesling, and out of bounds originally, but the call is a net violation on Wapahani. So an unfortunate mistake there by the Raiders will cost them a point. And the Eagles now back within 3. And that's skipped off the top of the net, and that's inbounds. Tell you what, luck was on her side right there. That was obviously not intended, but still worked out nicely for her. Really, that's a ball you really can't defend right there. I mean, you get it right off the top of the net, heading out of bounds, and just unfortunate there for the Raiders. Didn't work out for them, but we'll have a ball that was hit on the other side of the antenna, so out of bounds is the call there to make it now 13-12. Stewart with the dig, Bowden to Wise. Nice dig there from Tuttle. There's Stewart again, Bowden now to Felton, and that's going to be the winning recipe here for point number 14. Gracie Stanley back into things here for Briley Felton. Tell you, it's really nice to see. I mean, we've seen production and a lot of enthusiasm out of everybody that's came out here. It's really played a well game here so far from everybody. Obviously you're mixing and matching. Everybody has different roles. First game of the year, you don't know how everything's going to always turn out. Things can always change, but anybody that's came into the ball game, or even the ones that have been sitting the bench, still in tune with the ball game and very much into it, and that's what you want to see out of all your players. So we'll see number 10 Kiesling back in here for Delta, number 9 Maddie Smith back to serve. Well, Stewart got her hands on it, but no one else really could have done much with it. Still love the attempt, though. Nearly had it, but nonetheless, the Eagles will tie it up here at 14. Getting midway through this third set now. Wapahani again, if you are just now joining us. Took the first 2 sets, 25-22, 25-9. And blocked there by... I know that was not blocked. I thought that was blocked by one of the Delta defenders right there, but instead it was not, and that will be a point there for Wapahani. It fell in play on Delta's side of the floor. And sometimes from this angle, it's kind of hard to tell when it's right up on the net right there. You got a lot of moving bodies and everything else, exactly where everything lands, but worked out well that time for the Raiders. Summers there back to serve. Set to Fleck, and that will sail out of bounds. So the Eagles had a little bit of momentum there, but now Wapahani starting to regather themselves here now with a 2-point lead. And that will be an ace now for Mallory Summers. And now a 17-14 lead. Set up there, Kiesling bringing it right there. Nice dig by Stanley. There's Baker. Bowden tips it over the net. Kept alive, and that was hit backwards there, I believe, by Kiesling and out of bounds. That was a good point right there. Both sides had some very nice hits on the ball. Made some nice defensive plays as well. And Fleck again hits that one out of bounds. So a 5-point lead for Wapahani. You still got Summers back there to serve. Then you got her, Baker, Stanley, Bowden, Wise, and Cook on the floor for the Raiders. Grismore there. There's Stanley to dig it out. Set up to Wise, finding the back corner. A well-placed ball there by Wise. Great setup there by Bowden. 20-14 Wapahani. And we'll have a substitution now for the Eagles. It'll be number 14, which is actually not on our roster sheet. So I apologize for that one. That was not on there. Summers, however, with another ace. Now we'll see another substitution. Now this young lady, however, is on our roster sheet. Number 13, Kaylin Logan. Kiesling with the kill. Real nice setup, and just the quick set to spike. I mean, well done there by the Eagles. So back to a 6-point ball game. You have Kiesling back to serve. Nice job there by Wise handling that one. Cook there was on the attack. Nothing to show for. Blocked by Wise again. I'll tell you what. She is the exact definition of a block party here tonight. I think that's her 6-1 now on the night. She's been a force to be reckoned with there on the net. 22-15 now. We'll have Cameron Wise serving. Layla Lee also back into the mix. And Gibson hits it just a hair out of bounds. But we'll have, looks like a net violation on Wapahani. Summers receives a serve there, now on to Cook, and out of bounds that time around. And really haven't got her still implemented a whole lot into this ball game, but when she has been able to do some things, she's done a pretty solid job. Talking about Chloe Cook, that is. So we'll see Felton back in for Stanley. 23-17. That was Bowden back there to serve. Set up. Gibson on the attack and off of the protective hands there of Macy Bowden. And out of bounds, 23-18 now. We'll see number 3, Tynan Dishman and Maddie Smith back in here for Delta. Handled by Baker. Bowden with a set up to Felton. Tries to find that back corner, but nice layout there by Tuttle. Set up, Smith on the attack. Now back to Cook. Bringing it, 24-18 Wapahani. And this will now be match point here for the Raiders. Up 24-18. We'll see Emily Stewart back in here for Wapahani. She subs in for Chloe Cook. And this to go 1-0 on the season. Dug out there now, set up to Smith. Tipped up in the air. Here we go. Bowden set on to Summers, and the Raiders win it. Deflected out of bounds, and the Raiders sweep the Eagles here tonight by a final score of 25-22, 25-9, 25-18, as the Raiders now start off the season 1-0 to begin their 2020 campaign. So again, they'll be back at it next Tuesday night at home. It'll be our home opener against the Blue River Vikings, the MEC conference matchup to start off the home season with. So should be a great game. Make sure to come on out and watch. And that's if you can get tickets anyway. There's only so many, a limited amount of tickets for the amount of people that can come out. But hey, if you can't, you can always join us right here live on the WHS network. So folks, we'll step aside here for a break. We're going to do a short post-game report. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
We know the right way to get you where you need to go. We'll be the wheels underneath you, out on the road. We're driven to give you the best service. We're driven cause we know you deserve it. Stoops, we're driven to be the best. Stoops, we're driven to be the best.
Raiders.
All righty, folks, welcome back live here on the WHS Network. Again, before we do more of our post-game report here tonight, again, we would like to thank everybody for watching us here tonight. Again, the Raiders, again, will be back in action on next Tuesday night, again at home against Blue River. Also did want to report again earlier. I talked about it, but didn't. I don't know if everybody was on here, but then the boys soccer team defeated tonight 2-1. So they'll look to get back at it, I believe, on Thursday night. So they're looking forward to hopefully getting their first win of the season coming up this Thursday. But folks, again, we'll step aside here for a short break, and we'll be back here with our Raiders Live post-game report right after this.
We got Chris Steiner, Carol.
All right, folks, welcome back live here on the WHS Network here with our Raiders Live post-game show. Again, here's your Wapahani Raiders defeat the Delta Eagles tonight in straight sets, 25-22, 25-9, 25-18, to now run their record to 1-0 on the season. Delta starts out their year at 0-1, and so we want to wish the best of luck to them throughout the rest of their season. I'm sure hopefully down the line we'll see them, I'm sure probably in county tournament play or whatever the case might be. God willing, hopefully we can, get through the entire season here. But good ball game here for us. Obviously it wasn't spotless by any means, but it's the first game. You want to get one game under your belt. I thought we played fairly well. The first set started out, decent, and it was kind of hit and miss then throughout the rest of the set there, and we got down, and I'd already touched on a couple other different times, but then Coach Weir, called the timeout, got the girls in the huddle there, obviously told them something that got them inspired, and then they went on to take that first set. They're 25-22. Then the second set, it was just all Wapahani, clearly by the score there on your screen. Every facet, we were starting to build some momentum, had that confidence, had our legs underneath us a little bit, and was really playing some really good volleyball, and it was great to see these girls come out and put on the performance that they did. Then the third set, kind of much the same thing. It was back and forth there for a good while. I think it was tied up at 8 at one point. Then we went on a little bit more of a run again, and it was highly competitive. It was a very competitive ball game. Don't let the second set, steer you away from, what the game actually was. It was a highly competitive ball game, and a lot of respect there for Delta, because those girls, they come out and they compete, and I was really happy with, how Wapahani answered. I was really thrilled to see them come out, play the way they did here tonight. Like I said, everybody is going to have, your first game jitters, so to speak, starting out. Always things you can talk about, with things you need to fix. You can talk about that all season long. There's always something, no matter how well you play, there's always going to be, something that you can correct to be better at. But there was a lot of really good things, I think, that Coach Weir and the rest of our coaching staff was happy about. tonight that they had seen from this team, which obviously I don't want to put words in their mouth or put any words in anybody's mouth, because obviously we really can't talk with them with the whole social distancing thing and the mask and everything else. It's hard to talk to the coaches, players, things like that, the interaction, even the fans. That's the reason why we're doing what we're doing with trying to keep people included with the chat on YouTube. We're going to try to do that every ball game, just to keep everyone in tune with everything. We want everybody to feel like they're included in on the broadcast, and we're very thankful that everyone stops what they're doing in their day and in their evening to be able to watch us. But more importantly, I guess to watch the student athletes here, because these girls are going to be another great group to watch this season. There's no doubt about that. And even in soccer, which I touched on earlier on, which those of you that might not have heard about that, we're going to start doing some soccer games as well this year. Not sure exactly how many yet. We'll try to get 3 or 4 boys games, 3 or 4 girls games as well. But we'll work that out with our athletic director, Matt Luce, about that. But we're just happy to be back, to be honest with you. It's been 5.5 months. I know it's been a long year for all of us with this pandemic and everything, but it's just been, it's nice to be able to come enjoy a ball game again, and we hope you were able to enjoy it as well. Kind of take your mind off of things for an hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever, to be able to do that. So we hope everyone enjoyed the ball game, and yet again, we'll be back at it next Tuesday night, folks. It's going to be a big game for us, big MEC conference game against Blue River, and it's our home opener. And so we hope you guys stay tuned in live next Tuesday night, right back here on the WHS Network. So until then, folks, we'll see you then. Again, I'm Brandon Morvillas alongside cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy, saying good night from Delta High School.